What we're gonna work on tonight will be passing the De La Riva guard, okay? When I step over this leg, and again the headquarters. Okay, it's a side smash. It's a little, maybe, there's a little different detail I've been using a lot, which is a windshield wipe, okay? And I wanna teach you guys tonight, right? So first thing, I'm gonna be here in a nice posture on top. My partner usually, they're always looking for the hook, right? Which is fine, okay? As long as you're not turning to the side here, right? And they start getting a deep heel, then it changes the game. But here they have the hook. As long as you're facing him, he got something here, but it's not such a big deal. Okay, it's not difficult to clear the hook. I can either use my hand as I extend my leg, so I can use my hand like this. I can make a grip on the pants and use my knuckles inside as I extend the pants, my leg actually, right? But every time I take the hook out, if I don't want him to place the hook anymore and I want to use my hand, I need to first point my toes out and my knee out. Now look, I can go in the collar and the belt and I can avoid him from getting the hook. But it's not like for a long time because he can always move his hip and then he gets the hook again, right? So just keep that in mind, okay? The posture, he always has a collar grip or a sleeve, doesn't matter. Okay, I don't really break the posture, the collar grip, if he's not breaking my posture, right? If I feel like I have enough posture here and I can deal with this, I stay here without breaking the collar grip. Especially if I'm looking to do the side smash. I need to drop my posture anyways. So if I keep breaking the grip and trying to side smash without allowing him to grab my collar, I'll never get to the side smash, right? Because I'm always close enough where he can reach the collar. So the first thing here, good base, keeping this leg on the outside for hip. You don't allow him to step on the hip, okay? Because then he can start off balancing you. So look how I place that on my hip and I squat like this, okay? Try to move the leg out. It's hard. I'm not here where he can grab my ankle or even overhead. He can overhead or go back. He can just let go of the collar and grab double ankles. Okay, go back. So I'm here, right? Now it's time to start dealing with the hook. Look how I use my elbow, holding the collar. I pull the collar, use my elbow and extend my leg. Clear the hook, point my toes out. Now I step back, push the leg down, step forward. Okay? This is very important. Once you get here, you need to stay low here, where your knee is right here, as a frame behind his hamstring. Okay, come in guys. Okay? Here, usually they want to load you on top of them. You need to have your hands on the collar, your hand on the hip here on the belt, pulling and pushing yourself. If they're pushing you away, you pull yourself in. If they start leaning, pulling you over them, you push yourself away. Make sense? Now here's the technique part. We're here, they're tied with the leg. I'm just gonna turn my toes, my feet to the outside and drop my knee over his leg. So my shin will go over his leg, my knee will go on the mat, like a windshield wipe. So 1, 2, to break the grip. I want to get to this position where I have both of his legs in between my legs, his knee is smashed. Here. Right now I'm square, okay? My hip is on top of his knee, and I'm square with him. I want to change to the side, and I want to apply pressure on him with the side of my body, not the whole square here. So I'm here, look. Right away I tilt my hip to get heavier. So I don't stay with both knees on the mat. I lift the far leg up. Okay? Now right now I'm too low on the hip. I want to start getting my left hand higher here so I can climb up. And I fold him. I say this, stay tight here. My left hand can reach the collar here. My right hand can stay on the collar. Or I can grab the arm and place my head on down here. It depends what you want to do from here, okay? So tonight, we're just gonna circle the top leg behind both legs and get around, all right? A lot of times here, they're gonna be hooking your leg with the top leg and you cannot backstep, okay? If this happens, I need to use my other foot to clear the hook. But if I stay facing this way, it's hard to reach. So look how I face him. Now look how I have more mobility. Clear the hook. Bring your knee behind his leg. Pass. Everything tight. Always tight on his hip. Okay? Now once we get here, I'm gonna start getting to the side, and I'm gonna use my left hand here under the armpit, start forcing him to turn. And get to this position where my chest is behind his back. Right? Now from here, I go for the sit belt. Okay, I can go sit belt controlling his wrist. It's fine. Okay, bring his hand to him. Pillow, place your knee behind his head. I'm gonna step over all the way over his belly, not in between his legs. Okay, all the way over his belly, and I bring my heel on his hip. Okay, I stay tight here. Now I sit and I bring him. When I bring him, look how I use my knee, my left knee, to bring him all the way to this side. If my knee is weak, my bottom knee is weak, as I bring him, yes, he's gonna bridge over. Okay, now you're not gonna have the angle you need for the second hook. Then you're gonna have to restart everything. So this knee is very important. You need to bring this knee high. If it's too low here, they're gonna bridge over. 1, 2. Okay. Now here, instead of taking the back, I'm just gonna look. Allow his head to hop out and pass my leg over. Bend your knees, finish a nice umbar. Okay, especially when you're here and you see the hand, they're not grabbing anything with this hand. Okay, and you see their hand already trying to defend the second hook. Boom. Okay, and very quickly control the wrist, pull it away from them. If you stay here, tight on the elbow, yes, they link the hands together. Right, so very quickly, as soon as you get here, pull the wrist away from them. Then you start pinching your knees together, and we'll finish the umbar. Okay, again. So start from the Riva, hand the collar, keep the foot on the hip, use your elbow and your leg, boom, point out. Look how I use my elbow once I clear the hook to push the leg down. You see that? To make some sort of pressure on him. Now look, I don't turn sideways. Okay, yes, I'm off balance. I just step back, facing him. Push the leg down, nice and low. Okay. Now here there's 2 grips for side smash. Collar and hip. I pivot on my heels and boom. Okay. Or let's say I couldn't clear the little heel with the elbow. Then I need to use my hand. 1, 2. But then now this left hand, I like to go on the collar to frame, so he doesn't bring me overhead. If I stay here, there is no frame, yes, it's gonna bring me overhead. But here you can also switch and get the same collar, same grips if you want, or you can try this one here. Okay, this one will be easier for you to make sure this leg, you're beating this leg, because they can still lock his feet together and stay tight here. You can be uncomfortable. With this hand in the pen grip, you can extend and keep that away. Try to lock your feet together. It's hard. You see that? Pivot on your heels. When you should wide, break the grip. But the downside of this grips is that now you have no grips on his upper body. On this side. This side here doesn't stop him from chest escaping. Try to escape. You guys see that? It's easier for him to create distance. Go back. With the other grip here, I have a better grip to keep him close. Try chest escape. Does that make sense? You guys can try both and see what works best for you. Alright? Once we get here, fold him, circle the leg behind, pass, make him turn, sit belt, controlling the wrist. It's not difficult. Usually you get here, they want to control this hand here already. They go cross post here to defend the choke. Right? You're here, use the right hand inside, clear the grip, switch. It's not difficult to get this. Knee above his head, step over the belly. Tuck your heel in, okay? Now you sit, turn to your right, and start using the left knee here to bring him. Okay, you feel like he's trying to defend the hook, boom, step over the head. Pinch your knees, control the wrist. Then we finish. You guys got it? Or, if he's linking his hands together, you can also go for the umbar. If he's linking his hands together already, you can step over and go for the umbar. You just gotta deal with this. Step the inside leg in, break the grip, finish, okay? Or you can lock your feet as well. Look, 1, 2. Apply pressure and pull to break the grip. Control the wrist and fall back. Okay. When you use the foot inside, never use the top one, because you alleviate the pressure of the head when they come up. So always use the one over the belly here, right? This one and this one is the one I use the most. Okay. We have others way to break the grip here. You can start using this. It's like a wrist lock and then you finish. A lot of times as well, if you have a good grip here, you can start just leaning to the side, applying shoulder pressure. It becomes weaker. I like to combine this with the kick. I'm leaning to the side, applying shoulder pressure, and I kick. Boom. Just a downside here is you're kind of encouraging him to turn belly down. So you need to right away control the wrist and bring it back to the other side. Or if you turn. Yeah, belly down. You just stay here. You get ready to turn his wrist. Pinching the knees together. Don't lose the elbow line. Just need to get ready to turn his wrist. Point his pinky against your hip. Now 1 pulse, 1 push to finish number. Okay. Once you get there, you can ask your friend, your partner to react however you want to try and finish. Okay. Again, any question? No. So side smash. You can bring him off the floor. Okay. Same thing with the bridge. If his head's off the floor, it's hard for him to bridge. If he has his head on the floor, he can bridge more. Same thing. Okay, I'm trying to take the back. He's defending the second hook. Boom. Okay. Control the wrist. Then you guys finish number. Let's try. On 3. 1, 2, 3.